Let's presenting Get Vision. Thank you very much.
Alright. So I had to do a lot of stuff. Right before the show, I did not realize it was on zero. I forgot to get a drink, so I'm gonna have to do that at some point in the show. But let's see what we got lined up for today. I know Phil should be joining us in a bit.
Yeah, this is a packed show, so yeah.
Actually, while we're waiting on Phil, I'm gonna put it back on the start screen and play some music, and we will be right back.
All right. Cool. I'm thirsty too. Baby. Now he just left. Now he just came back. And Phil with the new hair.
Yep.
I can't hear you.
Because I'm muted, that's why the audio mixer says it's not working. Professional streamer here. Alright, let's get right into this. Let's skip the versus series for now. I forgot to make the bracket, but we can do it in a bit. So let's start off with Mount Rushmore.
It's all good. The show must go on. Yes. But yes, so for this week's Mount Rushmore, for the fun show, we have most influential music artists of all time. Oh, I only said artists. Really, I thought I was
Like painting artists? I thought he
nah.
was a musical artist.
Yeah, I thought I typed that too. I mean,
Yeah.
I was at work, so I may not have, but I thought.
Motherfucking painters that are fucking shit.
Okay.
Bill, you can go first. I'm still preparing my before dinner snack.
Okay. All right, I'll go first then. So number one on my list, I have Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson has to be on the final list. He is influential as far as music, sound, style, dancing, just iconic. You see his influence everywhere. Look at the Usher Super Bowl. Look at the stuff Chris Brown does. Look at the way Offset dresses. He literally wears Michael Jackson clothing. Like his influence is impactful. Even video games, movies. Michael Jackson is just the greatest music artist of all time, in my humble opinion. Big fan, and he when it comes to influence, no one probably has influenced more than him. Number two, I have Beyonce. Beyonce, kind of the same thing. Fashion. They call her Queen Bee. She can tackle any genre. She can be great and exceed at any genre. We just seen that Beyonce, what she was able to do with the country and with her country album that she recently came out with. The influence is there. She has a lot of people that don't normally listen to country. She has us all tuning in and listening to country. So with her influence and her sound and what she does, like I said, style as well. Everyone adores her. Like I said, she's called Queen Bee. So I mean, she has to. Anytime you're called a queen or whatever, you gotta be put on the list for influential, and she's just on there. Um, Number three, I have Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder is one where it could be more personal for me, but I just think when it comes to the way his sound, you know what? I'm actually scratch Stevie Wonder off. It hurts. I'm gonna put Prince instead of Stevie Wonder. I think Prince and Michael Jackson are, of course, compete a lot, get compared head to head a lot. I think Prince, his influence, obviously, just with of course, his music and stuff, but also the way that he plays and how he exceeds playing the instruments as well. Prince is obviously iconic and great, and I think he's one of the most influential artists of all time, especially with his samples and things like that. Last on my list, I actually have. I don't like only including one guy when they're a part of a group, but so I'll say Freddie Mercury slash Queen. I think when you look at what what he did with what they did with Bohemian Rhapsody, and this is just one song. The fact that they had rock, opera, a ballad all into one song is just iconic, and their influence, where it comes to samples and everything like that, Freddie Mercury and just the whole group of Queen, that they're really influential in my opinion too. So I got Michael Jackson, Beyonce, uh, Prince, and Freddie Mercury slash Queen.
So I'm glad you did a group because yeah. All right, so my list to start off is four. So I'm gonna start off number one. I'm gonna go Eminem. Eminem's influential is because he hey, white voice and rap too. That was his whole thing. He kind of paved whether you agree or not, he paved the way for them to come through because at first they weren't accepted. Let's be real. We didn't accept that. It was a members only type of thing. So Yeah, he paved the way for that. I mean, um, number two, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go. So does it have to be a rapper or can it be a producer?
No, anyone when it comes to music, rapper, producer, singer,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
artist.
Producer. I know people are gonna. I'm gonna get criticized for this. He's all over the news, but you can't deny the man's talent. He had a gift, even though he did some questionable things. I'm putting
Say,
P Diddy on there. I'm putting P Diddy number two. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Like, come on. He had some hits on there, out there. I'm sorry. He was influential. I'm sorry. I don't care if he doesn't make the list, but you gotta give the man his props. He did some good shit. Uh, Number three, I'm gonna go with Andre 3000 from Outkast. He's still making impacts with his album with all the different instruments and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go Andre 3000 from Outkast. Sorry to leave out Big Boy, but I couldn't really relate to Big Boy as much as Andre 3000.
Big Boy's hard though.
Yeah, he's
They
hard, but I couldn't relate to it. Number four. Uh, I'm gonna go Biggie. I'm gonna go Biggie because us. He's brought the door open. For yeah. He was a good rapper. And he was a fat dude getting all the girls too, man. Come on, bro. That was another thing. That inspired your boy because your boy is fat, bro. Whether I like to say it or not, I am. Shoot, he opened the door for us, man. Shoot. But yeah, I'm gonna put Biggie last at number four. I didn't say Tupac because that's too much of a cliche, even though he was influential. But yeah,
KB, no Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Why did I say him twice?
I guess that is true. Okay.
And then you put a rivalry on your list with Prince and Michael Jackson. I was gonna put Prince. So yeah.
Okay.
And you forgot to say he was influential with his fashion too. So,
I did said that. I said
yeah. So yeah. All right, Bargy, up to you. I know Juicer up gonna be on that list at some point. If he's not, I'll be shocked. They have a painting of that in the McDonald's Square. So, yeah. The true king of pop, not Harry Styles. That made me so mad when Harry Styles said that shit.
I'm not gonna barbecue. You cook with your list, bro. With barbecue sauce, you cook, especially for it to be like last minute change up. I'm gonna be real, bro. I guess I'll take it one at a time. The Beatles, I think that's an amazing thing. I think they have influence, like you said, the album or the picture with them walking across the street. That's everywhere. Everyone always wants to recreate that. Their style, their sound, their music. If you watch just videos or documentary of the Beatles, how people went crazy and insane over them. And they're not even American. They started in Britain and stuff. Their influence in both countries and stuff. I mean, that's just amazing. And then you look at them when they're away from them. John Lennon, what he was able to do before his unfortunate passing, and what Paul McCartney is still doing to this day. I think the Beatles do have to be on there as well.
I don't want the Beatles on there. Because then Freddie Mercury can't be on there if you included his group. We can't have two groups on there at once. Here's why. Freddie Mercury, I'm sorry, this man, literally, this might be another Serena one. I might have to fight this to get this guy on the list. This man has dropped hits after hits. Rocky, nobody knew that when he made that song. We just, to be honest with you, I didn't know anything about Queen. I just know they sung it on Camp Rock. That's it, on Disney Channel. Until his biopic came out, because that movie was about him. That movie wasn't about the rest of the group. It was about Freddie Mercury. Then the AIDS benefit concert, that was even more of a smash hit. The Beatles' biggest thing, like I said, that album was great. I mean, but Queen had a good album as well. So, I feel like and then they had a big event. Beatlemania was a big event for the Beatles. So, yeah. But, all honesty, if you guys wanted to, I would want both groups on there. But it's up to you guys. But if you guys don't want that, then I'll continue to argue for why they should be on there.
I know. I feel the Beatles should definitely be on there, and then we can discuss Queen. My only thing about Queen, and let me know what y'all think. The argument, for the final spot, is between Queen and Beethoven for me. Now, who else would y'all want to put in that final spot?
Who else did we all say?
I know you named Biggie, you named Diddy. I don't think we have to worry about that though. You named Eminem, Barbecue, you mentioned Juice.
I think Eminem should be in that conversation. Because for Eminem, Barbecue mentioned Eminem, Juice WRLD inspired Eminem. He probably did, but you wouldn't have had a Juice WRLD without an Eminem. I feel like Beethoven. I'm sorry, but no, that's outdated. I'm sorry.
We're knocking off the.
We're putting a person that does symphony music compared to the other people on this list.
Yes, and his music lives on 300, 400 years later. Diddy's gone. I love Andre 3K, but I don't feel right having him without Big Boy. Like him and Big Boy, they gotta be together as outcasts. And even still, I don't think they would get on this list. Unfortunately, they gotta get on. So that leaves Juice World. I love Juice World. I just don't think he could.
On too soon.
I don't think he.
Legends die young. Legends die young.
And then the other thing about Juice for me, he was able to do it short about his but because his parents young deaths. I mean, being thing he was doing before he, unfortunately passed at a young age. I think his influence and impact is even a little bit more than even what Juice's would be. I know that is kind of depending on who you may listen to more, personal preference, the time, whatever. But yeah, definitely, he's definitely in the conversation. But like you were saying, I mean, we're talking about Beethoven and Queen. And like you said, because of his limited time here, it's just he's not going to be able to. He doesn't have the firepower, unfortunately, to be able to compete with them.
But I'll say this: Queen wasn't around that long either.
Alright.
Because after Freddie Mercury died, they weren't a band anymore.
Episode
And that was a short.
28.
They may have, but that was a short window of like their hits and stuff.
And we
The window wasn't that large.
are on Twitch, Kick, and
But
YouTube
you gotta
this week.
think of the hits they dropped. Like,
platform.
So like
Nice.
there might be. I mean, there's still got all the other members are alive as far as I know.
Dang, why so low energy?
Pretty high energy, No, that's
good. Was great,
their
your boy
originals.
Phil.
That's an original.
Alright, and we got a few things to talk about this week. From NHL.
I think for me, the main thing with
NFL,
Queen that wants me to put them in is
everything in
Bohemian
between.
Rhapsody is to me the most influential song ever. The fact that they were able to include 3-4 genres and put it into one song, have it sound good is unbelievable. But when I look at Beethoven, like Barbecue's been saying, 300, 400 years later, his music is still here. It's still relevant. It's sampled everything. If it wasn't for him, I'm not going to say music.
Hey, I have a question. You said his music is sampled. Who sampled his music? I want to know that.
Honestly,
this
exactly.
is still around 300 years later.
The text.
I'm trying to type in that computer and name some names.
That was huge.
I'm going to tell you. The reason why I know who Beethoven is because his music. I think the song is Moonlight or whatever. I actually listened to it. I was listening to it this morning while I was thinking about the list. That song they used on the opening scene of Spider-Man: Web of Shadows, the video game. The best opening scene ever. And me being 4 years old, listening to that, it did something to me. You're talking Beethoven made that in like 1800. We're talking about 2009, which is however many years later, and how that impacted me. And I always remember that song. Every time I hear it, I know that's Beethoven. Like that influence. I don't see how you beat 300, 400 years of influence.
And
I mean, it's with
they're gonna propose a bill to raise taxes and help out for the new stadium. And
okay, there we go.
If the bill is ignored or rejected, then they're moving to a new
Okay.
city.
I
This
still don't think he should be
past
on the
week,
list.
they
It's
announced
awkward
that
having him on this
the
list. If
city
we're gonna put
rejected the bill
Beethoven on the
to
list, we
raise
might as well do an
taxes,
opera list.
and so they are
It's awkward
the
compared
Chiefs are
to
possibly moving to a new city.
no. I know, but the genres that we have are too
Yeah. I
too
actually
closely
hate this. I
entwined.
think
You can mix all these
Kansas
genres
City, the
that we
Chiefs are
have
one of
on
those
here.
teams that
You can't. I mean, yes,
they
they
seem to
sampled
fit
it,
in
but
Kansas
to
City,
what degree?
especially with them being a small market
I
city,
don't. I just. It
not
just
really
looks
not really having
awkward
a
with all
lot
these
of
other
attraction.
artists.
Is
I don't
having the
think so
Chiefs
because
there. That's something
that
that
opera
really
artist or
just fits
whatever,
with
or
them,
that
fits with
classical
their
music
city. I
artist,
know
he's being
Arrowhead, they love
sampled
their
to be
Chiefs,
used
so I hope
in
they can
hip
get
hop,
everything worked out
pop song,
because you know
R&B,
I don't want to see
rock.
the Chiefs move.
He's
But
being
yet,
put.
like, what does the sound of it sound like? That's the thing.
I mean, it's at that point, it's with the the producer. They're taking his original music and his key, and then they're adding whatever drums or pattern or whatever filter
Yeah,
on it to make it
I
sound
think it's kind of a
how they
scummy
wanted to
thing
sound for their genre or
Chiefs
whatever the
owners are
case may be.
doing.
But the point is, they can't have that
They're
without the
they're
original Beethoven piece.
multi-billionaires, and
I'm about to look up something. I need to hear
the
it.
stadium they want costs like
I need to hear it. Y'all can keep
I
talking
can't
or
remember,
whatever. I
but it
just
was
need to hear
like
it because it just doesn't feel
500
right.
million or something like that. So I mean, they
Who
could
the,
make
who
it
the fuck?
work
How
by
the fuck do you
themselves.
spell
I don't get
Beethoven
why they
anyway?
have to
How do you
raise
spell
taxes,
Beethoven anyway?
but
Pete, you said what?
that's
Hold on,
but
hold
yeah,
on. God damn
it's
it!
a
I'm eating
shame.
chips, so you know you can't hear
I
yourself when
feel
you're
like
eating
that he
chips from
said
the
that
crunching.
just to scare them into approving the bill. I don't think
God
it's
damn it!
a real possibility.
There. That's a stupid name.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I don't see realistically.
It
I
looks
don't
like
see them
Beetlejuice.
moving the Chiefs, especially they've been there for so long. Like I said, they just belong in Kansas City, so I don't see them moving that.
Yeah, the
I
Dallas
think that's the last. Right now we
mayor
have.
actually came out and said
Wait,
he
We only
might
we
want the
have
said
Chiefs
three.
to come there
we said Michael
after all
Jackson, the
this.
Beatles.
Like if they do end up moving,
Who
we'd
was the
like to see
third
them
person?
move
Michael
back
Jackson, the
to
Beatles.
We
Dallas.
still have Eminem still in there. I have another case for him. I just need to hear this real quick.
I don't think we did a third person yet. Yeah.
But
All right.
what else happened?
We
Okay.
did. Yeah, that's what we're arguing
Talking about
over
Diggs.
for the
Yeah.
third spot.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's just move to the fourth thing. All right. So
I can't really
Beyonce's
see
still out
much.
there.
Okay, he won. He won. That I just saw the Nas song that he did.
The
I'm sorry. He
off-season
won. He won. He
training
got the
just
third.
started, right?
Okay. Point proven. I'm sorry. That's an iconic one.
The
And I
people that
know
are
he used it. I
that
know
are
he
being
used it as
drafted,
well.
visiting
Like it's through it.
teams and
It's in the
stuff, too.
beginning. Like yeah.
draft-
I just needed to
draft
know
is in a
where it
couple
was
weeks,
used
too,
and if you can
so-
hear it actually in the song to know that it was used. So,
Yeah, when it
yeah.
comes for NFL
so we got Mike
news,
Jack-
this is kind of the slow time of the year
Beatles
where we're just
and
kind of waiting
Beethoven.
on
So
draft
the
season
final
and things
spot.
like that.
Eminem's
But-
still out there.
Most
Beyonce's
I've
out
seen
there.
so far is that
Prince is out there.
people are pushing
I
for
want to
the
say
Commanders
we
to go back
put
as
away
the
Diddy. We put
Redskins,
away
so.
Andre.
We put away Eminem too. It's between Beyonce and Prince.
Yeah, my thing about
Okay,
that,
so put away Eminem too. Okay.
because I'm not gonna say it. So the name that they had before, like I said, I'm not gonna say it. It is
Right.
historical.
Put away
That's the team that they
Eminem
were. It's been like
with
that for a long time.
Acknowledging,
But I mean, I definitely understand why
it's
they
not a
changed it.
clearing. It's just that
And-
you're going against
Phil,
two.
we were
It's just
lied
different
to.
levels.
The
Everything.
Davis had no problem
Eminem,
with it,
we're putting
according to
respect
this
on his
article.
name while he's
Yeah,
exiting.
I mean,
They
if
had
it was
no
a
problem
list
with
for
it.
rap. Okay, yeah,
We were
I
lied
can see him
to.
on the Mount Rushmore.
I mean,
Yeah. Okay. Beyonce and
my
Prince.
only thing about that, why did we only change
That's
them?
tough.
And
That is
we
tough.
didn't change the
It's very
Braves.
tough.
Isn't there a baseball team called the
Because
Indians?
Beyonce, for me,
They changed
I
their-
can relate.
they changed their
I know
name
more
too.
about Beyonce than
They
I know
changed-
Prince
okay,
because I
okay.
grew up on
Well,
Beyonce more than
Yeah, I
Prince.
mean, I'm not gonna lie.
So,
man.
I mean,
I understand
Prince.
it,
I feel
because
like
I
Prince.
know
Yeah, he was
for
influential.
me,
But
if there is a team called
he had a rivalry with Michael Jackson, one of the greatest pop stars as well. So you couldn't help but pay attention to him. Beyonce really didn't have no like rivalry. She just, after she left Destiny's Child, she kind of had started a movement, had a couple of great singles, amazing singles. You mentioned the country song. But honestly, I might have to go with Prince. I'm sorry. I might have to go with Prince. I just feel like I don't know. I just think he was more influential than Beyonce. What the fuck, Kristen? Where was your all the singles? Like, come on. It was on Alvin and the Chipmunks. Goodness gracious. Bruh, but you look out for Prince? Are you kidding me? Wow. That's crazy.
This is actually an extremely tough one. I think the answer really should be Prince. You look at, like I said, his instruments, you look at Purple Rain, the movie and the album, and just the thing, his fashion, the things he was able to do. But then you look at Beyonce and, her iconic status, which with Destiny Child and then without Destiny's Child and able to switch genres and stuff. And I don't know, I feel I have a hard time having both Prince and Michael on the list while they both are deserving. It's kind of like I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. This is tough. This is tough.
You already lost. What are you talking about? We both picked Prince.
Oh, y'all did pick Prince, yeah. I'm even trying to say for myself though. I don't even know who I would pick. So yeah,
I don't
let's
know
just go.
either, but I just feel like that whole rivalry with Michael Jackson outweighs a lot of what Beyonce did.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll go with Prince then.
Because like I'll give an example. We Are the World. That song, I just watched a documentary on Netflix. It was hard to make because Michael Jackson and Prince were both supposed to be on there, but Prince didn't want to come because Michael Jackson was there. Like it had a huge impact because Prince and Michael Jackson were supposed to be both be on that song. Like if y'all ever have time, go watch that documentary. It took a lot to get that thing together.
You know
That
what, bro?
documentary together.
Damn it. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm going with Beyonce. If I'm outvoted,
I knew you were going Beyonce.
I'm going with Beyonce, bro. I think her influence and impact is just a little bit more. I mean, Beyonce is the only artist they asked her to come. She's done the Super Bowl like 3 times. I know she did it. She's done the Super Bowl like 2 or 3 times. That's amazing on its own. They don't really ask for repeat people to be in the Super Bowl. I just think when her impact, Queen Bee, the people go crazy over her. The She could drop anything. She could drop a house album tomorrow, and everyone's gonna be doing. That's the thing. Her influence, bro. When she dropped Renaissance, everyone was wearing silver and hats and everything like that. She dropped this country album. Everyone's wearing cowboy hats and stuff now. That influence is just. I don't know, man. If I'm outvoted, I'm outvoted. But my pick would be Beyonce. Okay.
Like to pull my vote and put Beyonce back on there. Phil just convinced me. I'm sorry, barbecue.
Here we go.
I would like to just say this, Studio C. I started the movement of having females on the Mount Rushmores. Thank you very much. By doing it yesterday. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a pioneer.
Oh,
Shit, what the fuck are computer chip brands? I know the fucking computer chips, but who the fuck knows different brands besides you? Exactly. Hit us up on. Let's see if we.
Lays.
That's tough. They got, in my opinion, taste the same. They taste overly salted. In my opinion, I like both of them, but I'm gonna have to go with Lay's.
There we go. Yeah. I think for me, that's what I enjoy about it. I think also when I think of Pringles, if I'm Pringles, I'm getting the different flavors they have to offer. Where with Lay's, I feel like I can eat normal like potato chip and be fine. But when I get a Pringle without a flavor, it's like getting a cheeseburger with no cheese. That's the best thing I can think of. It's just I prefer Lay's.
You said who?
No.
But let me see. I don't know. Let me see. H what? Yeah, I never had that before. So who's the competition? UTC.
UTC or what? I just need to see it real quick. I definitely heard of them.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm going with them. UTC. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've had them before. I've had their chips. I had their popcorn. Yeah, I've had plenty of stuff from them.
Oh, okay. I haven't had either, and I love it. I had these. Um,
But to be fair,
UTZ.
they
Do
look like they seem like they're chips that you more find in like the gas station though. I don't really see them in the regular stores. They might be in regular store or Dollar Tree, but yeah.
Yeah, I would go with UTZ just off of pictures, but that hurts really good too. I have to try both. Yeah, I'll go with UTZ.
Ruffles. I hated Sun Chips as a kid growing up. Those things are like the healthier
Yeah,
choice type chips. They taste like I like veggie chips more than I like the sun that sun whatever they call it, sun whatever shit sun chips. But I'm going Ruffles. Ruffles is like they be having some the most amazing flavors, the most amazing combinations. Like they hit like regular Ruffles, even them, they go well with some good dip too. Like they're amazing. Sun chips, fuck no.
yeah, I couldn't agree more going with Ruffles on this. I do not like some chips at all. Like KB was saying, it always tastes like a health chip to me almost, like a whole grain chip.
Oh,
It's
hot
tough.
Cheetos because of all the different combinations they made with those. They made hot Cheetos like those soft popcorn type hot Cheetos. They did the trail mix hot Cheetos. They did so much with were able to do with hot Cheetos. Takis. I mean, I feel like the only really good Takis were like when they did like the mixture in the green pack and the original version of them.
Yeah, honestly, I think if you would have asked me this in fifth grade and then through middle school, I probably would pick Takis. But my pick is hot Cheetos. I just enjoy them more. They taste better, and like KB was saying, they're more versatile too. It's a lot of things you can do with hot Cheetos, and a lot of different things they have to offer.
I've had Takis since middle school. Oh yeah, I've seen the movie.
I haven't.
Yeah, Phil, Phil, you need to get out more. Cause goodness gracious, this morning you broke my heart with saying you didn't know who that was or who what that song was. I was like, what? Oh my god.
But
But yeah, Phil needs to get out more.
barbecue, did you hear?
He be shocking me up the stuff he don't know.
Did you hear the song he sent? Did you listen to the song he sent Chance this morning?
Goodness gracious,
I didn't know what
you guys need to get out more.
it. It sounded like every other Eric rapper that's out. I mean, being real.
Lay's. Lay's has the better flavors.
Yeah,
Lay's is more
Lays,
iconic as well.
Lays.
Uh, I'm gonna go Ruffles. My favorite chips are Ruffles. So I'm going Ruffles. Especially that queso. Oh my god, that mess is good. Sour cream and cheddar. The original. The LeBron James cheddar sour cream is great as well. But yeah,
Yeah, Ruffles definitely are more versatile when it comes to the flavors, but I think I just enjoy hot Cheetos more. So I would pick hot Cheetos here. Yeah.
yeah, I'm going Ruffles. I would rather have a Ruffles than a Lay's. Even though Lay's is more internationally known, I don't know how much of Ruffles are because they have international flavors of Lay's chips. So, but I'm gonna still go with Ruffles.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Lays. I'm gonna go with Lays. No Doritos on this list.
You could have put Doritos over that one chip that is from up north.
Okay.
Hell yeah. I remember when you could, bro. This. I'm sorry, bro, but I know we're in our 20s, but some things are starting to make us look old, bro. And video games are one of them. Video games. I remember at a time where video games weren't even $60. I can't remember the price before $60 came about, but I just know that like they weren't this expensive at one point. They were easily able to buy. Your parents, you could go to Blockbusters. Yes, anybody younger than us, their Blockbusters was the shit, man, bro. Back in the day, bro. So I mean, I used to go rent video games from Blockbuster. Like, come on, like, and they were the same prices you would pay for the game if you paid for them in stores and owned them. Like, and then it went to 60. Okay, we put up a fuss, but not that long. We were able to deal with 60. 60 was as explainable. But then we go to 70. What the fuck? Why are we paying $70 for these games? And like, bro, like, and some of these games are flops, and you're still making us pay all this money for this game. It broke my heart to pay $70 for 2K24. Because all honesty, 2K24 is not all that to me. It's a good game, but it's just not all that. It's not worth $70 for me, to me. And like, it's crazy. Like, cause like, and then the different editions. At one point, we didn't have all that. God damn it, we look even more old. Shit, that wasn't even a thing at one point. So, and that's like 100. Like the best edition or quality of each game is like almost 100 or more. So, yeah, video games are overpriced. I feel like they should at least like allow fans or gamers to vote on how much each video game costs, how much it's worth. Like have some fans that are game testers or something and see how much are willing to pay for it. Like introduce the game to the fans and just see how fans like the game before you release it and let them tell you how much they're willing to pay. But $70 for each game, like that's crazy. I don't even buy multiple games anymore because the games are so expensive in my opinion. So yeah, like in one day I don't buy multiple games unless it's like a cheap game. But if it's like a name brand game, like a top game, yeah, I'm not gonna buy two. Just gonna buy one game. Yeah, games are entirely too expensive. And then you gotta pay to win in games. That makes it even worse. You gotta spend more money just to be good in the game. Or you're gonna have overpowered players on multiplayers like online, like on Call of Duty. So yeah. And
Yeah,
2K, you gotta
I
pay to
I would
win.
have to completely. Yeah, I would have to completely agree with pretty much 90% of what you said. What made me want to discuss this is a few days ago. Looking at games, been working, been blessed, so it's some games to pick up. I look WWE, I looked at MLB, some other games. I'm just like, bro, $70 is insane for a game. Like KB was saying, I remember when I first got my Xbox One 2013, I think, for Christmas, games were $50. I don't see how we raised the price that much. And if you ask my dad, he says he remembers when games were 40, 30, and $25. But that's different. But games being $50 to me was more than enough. But like KB was saying, when they moved to $60, it was like, okay, this is a little much, but we could deal with it. It's something about that jump to $70 that doesn't sit right with me at all, and apparently a lot of other people, because now we're nearing $100 for almost one game. Where going back to kind of what I was saying, I remember when the games were $50. I remember it was like a if you want a bronze edition of the game, that was 60.
you wanted a gold edition or whatever, that was 70, and then the biggest edition was $100. That's how the games used to be. But now we're paying $70 for the basic game, and this is no add-ons or nothing. The base game is $70. How in the hell did we get to this point in gaming? And I feel games like 2K, Madden, all the sports games, even some superhero games, Spider-Man, the Batman games, the Lego games, things like that. There's no reason those games should cost more than $50. It's no reason at all. I don't see why a sports game needs to cost $70. I don't see why a superhero game with no online features or anything need to cost $70. Games like that should be $50. I think games like your God of Wars, your Assassin's Creed, your Call of Duties, your Fallouts, your GTAs, I can I can see those being $60. Maybe maybe even I can see those being $60, maybe even 70. But I could definitely see those being 60. But the fact that every game, the base game is $70, it's insane. Now, what I will say to this, I'm sorry, I'm going for a long time on this. In the defense of it, I have noticed they're doing a lot more, spring sales, winter sales. They do a lot more sales gaming, I feel like, now than what they did with the games, which is $50. So if you just wait, a few months, you can get the game, 30% off. If you just, have the patience. I have noticed that. I think that is good. But I just feel base games should not be almost $100. That's just ridiculous to me.
And another thing, and then barbecue, you can go. At one point, Game Pass on Xbox, you could get certain games for free with EA. Nope, they removed that. All they really do is discount it or make you pay the full price. And sometimes they don't even discount it, they make you pay the full price. You just have to be around, like you said, around like holidays or a certain sale or something. But just to get the game without a sale, oh no, it's like 70. And like certain games, I do agree. Like I can see 60, 70. I can see 60, I can see 50 being for the basic version. I can see 60 being like the next step up to the next best. And then I can see 70 being the complete best with all the different add-ons, all the add-ons, all the different things that you don't get on the other editions. I can see that pay scale versus 70, what's next? Like 80 and then like 100. Like, but a pay scale of 50, 60, and 70, I feel like that's enough. And pretty soon, I feel like the base game, I might be wrong, I might be over exaggerating, might go up to 100, and the other editions might go up as well. Like, it just feels like they're just keep increasing and increasing. So, yeah. I mean, yeah. The biggest discount I've seen, I know the game's been out for a while, but Red Dead Redemption at one point was sitting at $60 for the longest as a discount. When I went to GameStop recently, I seen it discounted down to $20. You could get Red Dead Redemption for $20. The second one. The second one for $20. I'm looking for the first one because I did. If you guys don't remember, I got the 360 because I'm trying to play Red Dead Redemption 1. So yeah, but I feel like I agree with some of what you're saying, but the only thing I will say, Barbecue, okay, if you want to pay your employees, make sure they're getting paid well, then because what was that last company we talked about? Epic Games at one point. They were letting a lot of people go, and I'm sorry, Epic's is one of your examples that are not beating you over the head. The only thing they beat you over the head with is really like the item shop. Not even the item shop, because I think those are fair prices to get the currency in that game. I feel like if Fortnite can do it, then Call of Duty can do the same thing. Because in Fortnite, it's not based off what gun you got. Well, it is, but it's more in the hands of the player to whether you live or die. In Call of Duty, you have to pay so much to upgrade that gun. It's really overpowered, so you really don't stand a chance. It's a lot of pay to just to enhancements just to win. So I feel like if Fortnite can do it, then Call of Duty can do the same thing. And I'm sorry, Call of Duty is a mid game. I'm sorry, at best. It hasn't been Call of Duty up past to still want us to pay these overpriced $70. I mean, for name, I can see why they do it for name recognition, but other than that, the game isn't worth $70 in my opinion.
You want respond to that, Barbecue?
Yeah, I know that was just an example versus Call of Duty. I feel like, I mean, if Fortnite can, make them new. And then my thing is this: Activision is not as big as it once was. Like Call of Duty right now, it's its only game. Well, that might justify why they have it at the price they have it at. So not their only game, but their only major game right now.
I know for me, and respond to some of those points, I go that one thing also really annoys me about the games being $70 is kind of Barbecue how you mentioned, or KB, one of y'all mentioned how a lot of these games or some of these games, a majority of these games are flopping, and what annoys me is especially when I'm like, even sometimes when I'm not, when the game first comes out and it's $70, and because it flops, now you're dropping it to $30, $25 just to get people to buy it. I don't think that's fair. I mean, you could say, it was your decision to buy it when it first came out, you took risk or whatever, but I don't really think that's right when, as a customer, I paid the $70 and because you're getting stuck, now you want to drop it at 20 and I just wasted my money pretty much. I feel like something needs to be given when a game or a company does that because that's not right as well to me. About where the money is going and everything like that. I definitely understand that. And that's why it's also kind of tough to judge because like you were saying about games like Madden 2K, all those sports games and anything like that, there's no reason those should be $70. Those need to be 50 at the max. It's also difficult because when you see like the GTA 6 that's gonna come out in the next couple years, you know, that's more than just be $70, if not more. I mean, if we're being honest. So they kind of need to get to the point where the bigger the game is, the more it may cost. I think they already do that somewhat, but really implement that, I think that would mean a lot. And also, like KB was saying, go back to the packages where maybe $50 is the base game. When I say base game, I mean it's the most basic version because I mean it's the cheapest. And then make $60. You know, I don't like make just put Call of Duty for example. You pay $50 for Call of Duty. This is the base game. It comes with storyline and maybe offline songs and nothing else. You can pay $60 upgrade the extra 10 to get online features or whatever. And you could pay that $10 to get the $7 to get whatever else it may offer. Kind of do it like that. Give people an option whether they want to pay the $7 because a lot of times these games are costing as much as they do because of the online features and stuff. But you have some people like me that I may not enjoy the online feature. That may be where I play or spend a lot of time doing. And because the game is requiring mainly that's the reason why it's costing as much as it does. I think that's also a problem. But I do believe I see where it's justifiable at some points, but I also believe that it is too much. I think they get a system where I think the size of the game, how big the game is, how the game is, that should depend on how much it costs. That and then what the game is. I just hope they get it figured out. Because like KB was saying, we're heading to the point where games are going to be $100, and at that point, I don't know where we're going.
I don't have anything else to say. I'm good. I'm going to the next thing. What I saw on the trailer, I hope it doesn't disappoint. I hope, but the storyline, I'm sorry, but correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all might think is a good one. I think it's stupid. You mess with this syndicate, you mess with them. Now you gotta go a second time and steal from them just to get your freedom. You gotta steal from them. And who are you paying to get your freedom back? Are you paying them to get your freedom back or what? How's that work? Are you paying to get away? Like, you have to double cross this same syndicate twice to beat the game. That's kind of crazy to me. But hey, I mean, it's not crazy, but it's just an interesting concept. I fucked them over one time. Now I got to do it again just to get away free. That's kind of crazy. I hope they have some type of way they can cameo Han Solo in this because this gives you a Han Solo. This is the closest thing you get to a Han Solo type of video game where it's just solely based about an outlaw. Because I'm pretty sure she's gonna have to do some smuggling too. Most of their outlaws are smugglers. They're jack of all trades for lack of better words, in the criminal underworld of Star Wars. So yeah. But I hope the game is good. I hope it's not a flop. The last two games was Star Wars Fallen Order and what was the other one? Star Wars Awakening, I think. Yeah, those last two. I'm sorry, I played those games. I tried my hardest. I mean, they have a good stories, but I got bored after a while with that game. I really did. I just got really, really bored with that game, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I hope this is more up tempo in my opinion. But yeah, I feel like I'm glad they're going in this direction because you're kind of going away from Jedi's, which I'm sure they're going to have Jedi's and Sith in this game, but they're not the vocal point of the video games, which I'm glad about. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the game as well. As far as pre-ordering the game, I'm sorry. It's just too many games I'm anticipating right now to pre-order any of them. I'm gonna get them separately. Like we were just talking about, cost is a big thing for me. So I'm waiting on the Dragon Ball Z game. I'm waiting on the college football game, and I'm also waiting on Star Wars Outlaws. So yeah. Um, so I'll definitely get the game because I have a digital console, so I don't have to go in the store and pay for the game unless I want it for my PlayStation 5.
Yeah, about how I felt about the trailer. I'm had big reviews about it. It got me kind of up, got me kind of down. I think the potential through the game, the potential of the game is through the roof. I think if they execute it to its maximum potential and what it can be, I think it's going to be amazing. But I kind of agree with AB. The story, not that it seemed bad. It does kind of seem iffy a little bit. I'm not too sure about it, but like I said, if they maximize on what the game can be, I think it's going to be great. So it had me kind of. I'm neutral about when it comes to pre-ordering. I'm definitely wouldn't pre-order it just because it's not a game for me to get right now. And it's just kind of we were talking about last topic. It's just that risk where if the game does flop and 2 weeks later it's gonna go from $70 to $30, and I bought it, I ordered it, I'll be pissed. So I'm gonna wait, see the reviews on it, see how it is. But yeah, I'm pretty neutral about it. Not too high about it, definitely not too low.
Mark, now that you say that, I don't know if you guys ever played, but at one point there was a Star Wars game. I forget the name of it, and you could either be a Sith, outlaw on the Jedi Council, or a Jedi Knight. And it was an amazing PC game. It was on PC at one point. It's old though. But what you just said, if it's like an open world GTA, okay, why not have Jedi's, Sith, smugglers, outlaws, mercenaries, like kind of like in a sense during what the type of the different things they had during the Clone Wars, like the underworld they had in the Clone Wars, working for Jabba the Hutt or taking over the huts or something like that. Like make it a free roam type of thing. Don't just okay, the story is the only thing you can really do. I feel like what you just said is perfect, and that would put the game over if they do that. If they did something like that. Would you guys play? Would you guys play early access based off this trailer? If you were able to like sign up for it? Oh no. I think I would. I think I would just to see if I'm going to be disappointed or not.
The only way for me I would do it is if that online feature which you guys talking about, that was they actually announced that and that was a realistic possibility. I still don't know if I would do early access or anything. It would definitely just have me
Okay.
more
Okay.
interested.
So if it was free early access, the first 100 people sign up for it, it's free. Would you guys do it just to see
Oh
what,
yeah, I just
just
hear
to see,
REE.
just to see like what's all the features and all the stuff? Like you might see what we just said. Okay. I mean, for me, I mean,
You
yeah,
sold me at free.
yeah, it's like free early access. You get to play the game. You get to experience a little bit of the story and see what other game modes they might have. I mean, they do it for the sports games as well. So, yeah. What GTA? What? Which one?
Yeah,
GTA?
GTA Online.
Uh, GTA Online. I thought. I mean, GTA Online is separate, but it's more of an add-on because I can play GTA Online on my GTA. Oh no, 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 no.
No,
I mean, you had
yeah.
online, but not to this degree. They have different game modes online now. At first, it was just like free roam and a couple of missions and some missions. Now they have an order to it where you can be like a biker, a gun smuggler, a club owner, and stuff like.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there a name for it?
Um,
I
I,
think this is a great idea, but if they flop, people are gonna give them hell. So, like, yeah, it can't flop. What were you gonna say,
yeah,
Finn?
for me, barbecue kind of switched my opinion when he brought up the Barbie movie. Originally, I think this is a terrible idea. I don't really see point in it. I see how it works, but the fact that the Barbie movie did well, I think it could work if they do it, I guess, the right way. Even though I wasn't a fan of the Barbie movie, so I'm guessing I wouldn't be a fan of the Monopoly movie, but for public wise or whatever, I think it could probably do well. Yeah, that's actually a great pitch. I like the sound of that a lot, and it does sound similar to like the Lego Movie, which I did love those the Lego movie.
Oh shoot, I was talking and I had muted myself. I was saying I think they should take from Jumanji in a sense of where they pull out this board game and the board game comes to life and they get sucked into the board game and have to be in this whole different world and stuff. The world of Monopoly. I think that might be a good concept. I mean, I don't know. A board game turning into a movie. That's interesting to me. Of how I mean, but you had TV. Well, scary. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that more with I can see that. Say this. I told you guys I was going back to watch Joker 1, the first one. I'm not saying it's a great movie. I'm not saying it's a good movie, but adding this Joker 2 would not be a mistake. At first, I think I said it would be a mistake. But if you see where it left off, it leaves off with him going to the mental hospital or whatever, and he's in the mental hospital, and they're chasing him around. And the second one starts off with him, his stint, how's it going while he's in there and stuff. And so it's a good origin story actually. It really is because it's showing you how the Joker became the Joker in a sense. And it's now the only thing I don't really get why they wanted so hard, tried to press this so hard with the first one is the Joker's father being Thomas Wayne. You would think like because Thomas Wayne is younger, he's a younger man. The Joker's character looks like he's in his like mid 30s to late 30s, early 40s. He doesn't look young enough to where he would be Tom Wayne's son. So, but in the movie, Tom Wayne is older, so it makes sense for the movie. And the whole scene, the scene where Bruce Wayne's parents gets killed, Thomas Wayne and the wife and their wife and his wife get killed. That's actually the same, basically the same kind of scene. They set it up the same way they set it up in Gotham. So yeah, and then they made Thomas Wayne. I'm sorry, I was glad when he got killed. He was an asshole in this movie, bruh. He really was. Like, oh my god, like he deserved it. Then those guys on the train, they deserved to get killed too. They were like messing with that lady. Then they came over there bothering him. The Joker, all his killings in that movie were justified, except the one on the TV show. That wasn't justified. But that guy did make fun of him. But at the same time, it wasn't justified. It wasn't enough to kill him over it. So yeah. So the Joker movie, I would watch the second one. I watched the second one because I'm interested to see what's next in the storyline as far as it goes. So I would watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't the first Joker I have watched since it first came out. But I think I was in eighth grade, ninth grade when it came out. So I really wasn't mature enough to understand what it was talking about. I wasn't a big fan of it, and I haven't watched it since. Since watching the Joker trailer, and the more I was like on the one, because I do remember it pretty well. I don't think it is as bad as or really not bad as first pictured out to be. And I must say, I'm pretty interested how the second one is going to be. I think that when this Joker, whatever universe, this Joker is very interesting because it's one that we haven't really seen before. Where like we was saying, he has an origin. When Joker has an origin story, kind of not clear cut. It's kind of many versions of it, and like so they kind of created their own thing, their own version. Where I don't think we need to look at the movie. I don't think this is needs to be looked at as your typical Batman Joker. I think this is kind of his.
To go with your statement, Phil, my cousin said this is the Joker from the comic books. Because according to her, the Joker in the comic book didn't make a bunch of jokes and stuff. He was more insane, like this Joker on this movie. So she said it's based around that Joker, not the Joker from Dark Knight and stuff, where he started cracking jokes and all that. Is he even still there? Phil? Oh, oh yeah, Phil's still there.
Yeah, I what happened. Yeah, I got kicked out. And to just finish up real quick because I don't know what happened. Basically, this is a Joker we haven't seen before. So I'm very interested and I'm looking forward to it. I'm interested to see where they go with it.
Yeah. What I was saying before you got kicked out, I don't know if you heard me. This is the Joker from the comic books, is what my cousin told me. Is what Miss Dean told me. This is how they had the Joker in the comic books.
See, all that is because I'm gonna bring my narrative. I feel Joker in the comic books. He was a comedian. He was a stand-up comedian, a normal guy, or something
Didn't
like that. And he
he?
was
Yeah.
working with the mob. Yeah, he was working with the mob to get basically to get more money or whatever. Like the details are a little blurred. To get more money or whatever, his wife was pregnant, and he used to do crimes in a red, like helmet type thing and a cape, and they called him Red Hood, which is where how Red Hood got started. And basically, he he didn't want to do it anymore. They told him, if you don't do it anymore, we're going to fight for it. So he had no choice but to. I think they got his wife anyways, but he had no choice but to do whatever crime he had to do. And then that's where he ran into Batman. They were in this chemical factory, and he fell into the big pile of chemicals that ended up turning him into Joker. That's the comic origin story that I know of. But it's so many different things out there that it's kind of hard. You said, but
I said there's so many different variations of the Joker. They've never had, like you said, a clear-cut origin story of who the Joker is. And I feel like that's what they're
yeah,
trying to do with these movies, is have a clear-cut story about who the Joker is and what his origin story was.
yeah. And really, not to talk too long, but that kind of gets back. I really think they're doing their own thing. I don't think this is meant to be, the Joker that we know, the typical Joker. I just think that this is their own standalone movie, their own thing that they're doing. I don't really think he's Joker, but it has nothing to do with the Joker that we know of. This isn't Batman Joker. This is his own its own movie. That's how I look at it, at least.
Yeah, I can see that as well. If they wanted, if they wanted to make it more comedic and dark at the same time, they really could have brought the Joker from Gotham, the guy who played Joker in Gotham. They really could have brought him if they wanted to have tie in both. Because I felt like he did a great job in Gotham of portraying the Joker from a very dark side and a very comedic way, on a very comedic way as well. And I mean, like you were saying in the chat, you feel like they overuse the Joker a lot. I mean, in Gotham is on the only thing you have from DC where they kind of give each person an origin story, at least the main people. Because I mean, I know you mentioned the Riddler. The Riddler in Gotham, they told a little bit of an origin story for him, and some of the other guys y'all put on there. They had an origin story for them as well. So, like Phil said, I feel like this is more of a standalone. I don't think this is has anything to do with the storyline of their universe or the timeline of their universe.
Right. And to the point about like the Joker doing it. Of course, he's like amazing at Joker, yeah. But the reason why I kind of agree with that is because the Joker that Heath Ledger played is not the Joker that this movie is trying to portray. Or these movies are trying to portray, in my opinion. Like that Heath Ledger Joker, of course, it's spin, but that's the typical Joker that we know of. Where these Joker movies is kind of just completely something different that we haven't really seen before.
Yeah. They're talking about doing it. I'm gonna go with Red Dead Redemption. I'm interested to seeing how they would turn that into a movie. They're talking about turning that into a movie. So that's one video game that could work. It actually can work. The concept, a cowboy movie, but how it would come across to people of our generation, because cowboy movies are really not that big of a big thing anymore. I mean, of course, Netflix has had some good modern day cowboy movies that did well, but I'm kind of interested. But Red Dead Redemption, I don't know if you played it. It's a very traditional style of cowboy, of the whole outlaw type of thing. So yeah, that's one game I would like to see turned into a movie. Uh, does it have to be like a? Can it be a person? If it's a person, I would like to see a biopic about Tom Brady. I'd love to see that. That'd be very interesting. I, I mean, probably indie, but not official. Because I've seen an indie version of a Michael Jordan biography movie before on YouTube. So yeah, I would love to see a Tom Brady movie. Did not know Tom Brady didn't start playing football till high school. So I mean, yeah, that would be something interesting to find out. So yeah, I mean, those are my two. I can't really think of anything else from the video game that world that I would want to see, or from just the real world. So yeah.
Yeah, for one, I actually really do like the Red Redemption pick. I think that would be a great movie or TV series. It's hard for me to think of a video game I would want to see in a movie or TV series because not all the time, but majority of the times we see that it doesn't really work out or it's not the best. Um, so I was trying to think of one that I really couldn't. The only thing I could think of is that's why I didn't respond when KB was talking about Gotham because I wanted to save it for this. It's a little off topic, but on topic. They I've said it before that Gotham, the TV show. If anyone hasn't watched it, I recommend it. If you're a DC fan or you're a Batman fan, it is amazing. One of the best hero or whatever series there is. It sets up the origins of everything perfectly. It's not shit. It does everything perfectly, and that universe should not go to waste. I would love to see the Gotham universe, same cast and everything. Honestly, I wouldn't want to see it in a movie. I would want to see a Batman TV series, or even if they can't call it Batman, if it was something else got the TV series that adds on to what we had. Because we ended off with Bruce Wayne. He did become Batman, and Catwoman was growing up. They set up perfectly. Commissioner Gordon had just became commissioner. They had Penguin. We saw his rise, how he raised up. I would just love to see that Gotham universe be used um in something. Even since we're saying, even if we use, I wouldn't mind that Gotham universe being used in a video game. Now that we don't have the Arkham series anymore, and they destroyed it with Suicide Squad, and we had a a video game set around the Gotham universe. I think that would be really cool. So something with the Gotham universe, I would like to see, so it wouldn't go to waste.
Yeah. Another game I forgot to mention is God of War might be the perfect one because Viking TV shows do really well on Netflix. Like I you can ask my cousin, I love watching Viking. There's a show called Vikings and it depicts like real Vikings that lived once upon a time. But I feel like God of War would be the perfect either TV show or a movie based on like the whole aura around God of War. I feel like that might actually be something that could work, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like
What about
this.
a
Hey,
cartoon version of Fortnite, like a TV show? Because they kind of have like a series that they have already with the different characters and stuff. I'll take all of them. Key pizza. You can try barbecue.
God now. Yeah.
Oh, I know one. I don't know if y'all played this Rockstar title. It is another old title though. Bully. Bully could be a TV show. It's not a hard concept to make into a TV show or a movie. He gets in trouble in public school, they send him to a private school. You have plenty of boarding school type theme TV shows out there, or like school based shows out there. I feel like Bully might be a good TV show or movie.
Okay. And now I actually just thought of another one. I know they've done this before on the PlayStation 2 to be specific, but it would be way better and it can be done better if they did it now. A Bad Boys video game, I think would be great. Or even since we already had that, maybe even a Rush Hour video game. I think or something around those I think would be pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, I think I would like the Rush Hour one, but I also would like the remake of the Bad Boys one because if you've seen the graphics in that game, oh my god, them graphics
Yeah,
are horrible. That just
yeah.
ruined the game. I can't even watch the gameplay. The graphics were so bad to me. So I would love to see a remake of that video game. Yeah, but yeah, one I also wanted to mention they actually just made a another South Park video game, South Park Snow Day. That game actually looks fun. I'm gonna have to get it, and it's not even. I think it's. I don't think it's $70 now, but yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on. What about another Simpsons game? Would y'all play another Simpsons game or?
They made Simpsons been making games since the 90s. I know a lot of people don't know, but yeah. So I don't know. There's been so many. I don't know. I do love the Simpsons game though.
Yeah, that's all I have to say on the topic.
Yeah, yeah. I tried to watch and didn't finish the first one, so it's really hard for me to kind of speak on it. From what I did watch, it did seem to have a nice story plot. Uh, I remember his brother was kidnapped when he was younger, and I just really kept getting flashbacks of that. He needed a job. He ended up. That's really what I remember. So it seemed interesting. And obviously, I didn't know it did well, or at least well enough to get a second one. So that's it. I'm gonna have to finish watching the first one. Uh,
The Barbie craze is still around. Rather, it's still. It's just fine to me. I ain't gonna lie with you.
before we do, I have a question for you, barbecue. So for Scary Saturday, are you playing The Walking Dead Telltale again? Okay, oh definitely. That I love those.
Oh,
Oh, really?
yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I thought he already did the scary one earlier. Yeah, yeah. I wanted to ask you guys what y'all thought about the new Bad Boys that's coming out.
That,
We never even talked about the trailer.
yeah, yeah, we did.
Oh, I think so. Oh, we didn't even talk about that one game you sent us. That's on that just got that one show that got released to Prime Video. I forgot what it was called. Yeah. Um, I'm, I'm gonna play a video game, so I don't know what's going on. Like, I've never played the video game, so I don't know what's going on. I know it's like at the end of the world type concept, right? Yeah, this is no right concept of it. So yeah, that's all I got to talk about.
I'm good.